What if I told you that being in debt might be the best thing that ever happened to you? That your financial rock bottom isn't a curse. It's the hidden doorway to wealth that most people will never even see. And here's the twist. Only those who are willing to walk through that doorway will ever escape the cycle. The rest, they'll die in the same financial chains they were born into. Which side are you on? Welcome to Inner Yield, where mindset meets investing. Money, it's the most common reason people can't sleep at night. It's also the most common excuse for why people never chase their dreams. Debt feels like a prison. And in a way, it is, but prisons can teach discipline. They can also force innovation. The unseen path from debt to wealth isn't about luck or lottery wins or some magic investment. It's about shifting from survival mode to creation mode without waiting for your circumstances to change first. Today, I'm going to show you exactly how to walk that path, step by step. No sugarcoating, no theory that doesn't work in the real world. 1. Facing the brutal truth. The first step isn't financial, it's psychological. People in debt often hide from the numbers. They avoid checking their bank account. They live in a fog of, maybe I'm not that bad off. Here's the reality. You can't escape a trap you refuse to look at. Wealth begins with clarity. Action. List every single debt you have. The numbers, the interest rates, the due dates. Don't flinch. This isn't about shame. It's about reclaiming control. Why? Because your brain is wired to fight visible threats, not invisible ones. Once you see the enemy, you can plan the attack. 2. Breaking the victim script. The fastest way to stay broke is to believe it's someone else's fault. Yes, life can be unfair. The economy can feel rigged. People can treat you unjustly. Those things are real, but here's the hard truth. Pointing fingers doesn't put money in your account. People who build real wealth share one powerful trait. They practice radical responsibility. Even when the setback isn't their fault, they take ownership as if it is. Why? Because ownership is where your leverage lies. When you believe you have no control, your brain quietly stops searching for answers. Every problem feels like a dead end. But the moment you start believing that you have full control, even in situations you technically don't, something shifts. Suddenly, your mind starts spotting opportunities, strategies, and ways forward that were invisible before. It's not about ignoring injustice. It's about refusing to hand over the steering wheel of your future. 3. The power of income velocity. Most debt advice focuses on cutting expenses. And yes, stop buying things you don't need. But here's the catch. You can't save your way to wealth. You need to accelerate income, fast. That means selling unused items today for quick cash. Leveraging existing skills into freelance work. Starting low-cost, high-cash flow side hustles. Think of your income as a fire hose. Right now, it's a trickle. Your goal is to open the valve so wide that debt gets drowned. Because here's the truth. You'll never escape debt if you only attack it with leftover change. 4. The snowball and avalanche hybrid. Most people know the debt snowball method, where you tackle your smallest debts first, knocking them out quickly to build confidence and momentum. It's a psychological win that makes you feel like progress is within reach. Then there's the debt avalanche method, where you go straight for the debts with the highest interest rates. This approach saves you the most money over time because you're cutting down the costliest balances first. Both have their strengths, but here's the unseen path. You don't have to choose. You can combine them. Start with one small, easy win, maybe the tiniest balance you owe, just to break the ice and feel that immediate relief of crossing something off. That burst of momentum can be the fuel you need to keep going. Once you've scored that first win, pivot your focus toward the highest interest debt. That's where the math starts working in your favor, shrinking the overall cost of what you owe. By blending momentum with financial efficiency, you create something rare, a payoff plan that feels good and makes the smartest use of your money. That's the kind of hybrid that can push you past the tipping point into financial freedom. 5. Shifting from consumer to investor. Once that first debt is finally wiped out, you'll notice something unusual, a kind of breathing space you haven't felt in a while. It's that moment when the pressure eases and your monthly cash flow opens up just a little. Here's where most people go wrong. They take that extra space and immediately fill it with new spending. A nicer car payment, more dinners out, upgraded gadgets. And just like that, they step right back into the same trap they fought so hard to escape. The smarter move? Guard that space. Protect it like it's sacred, because it is. Then, instead of spending the freed up money, you redirect it into assets that put cash back in your pocket. That could mean index funds that grow steadily over time with minimal effort. Rental property that produces consistent income each month. Dividend stocks that send you regular payouts without you lifting a finger. Digital products that, once created, can sell over and over again. The rule is simple but non-negotiable. Every dollar you control must either multiply or produce another dollar. If it doesn't, then it's not building your future. It's just an expense disguised as something you needed. 6. The mindset breakthrough. Thinking in assets, not hours. The poor think in hours. The wealthy think in assets. Trading time for money has a limit, 24 hours a day. Assets work for you even while you sleep. Here's the mental shift. Instead of asking, "How much can I earn this month?" ask, "What can I build or buy this month that will pay me for years?" This change alone can take you from paycheck to financial independence in under a decade. 7. The dangerous comfort zone. Debt often forces people into action, but once the pressure's gone, the urgency fades. This is where most people stall. If you want to move from debt-free to wealthy, you must create your own urgency. Set bigger financial targets. Surround yourself with people playing at higher levels. Keep raising the bar until wealth becomes your default state, not a distant dream. 8. The wealth ladder. Think of building wealth as climbing a ladder. Each rung takes you to a new level of security, opportunity, and freedom. Rung 1, survival. This is where you're simply covering the basics: food, shelter, transportation, and the bare minimum bills. Every dollar matters here, and most of your focus is on making it to the next paycheck. Rung 2, stability. You've cleared your high-interest debt, built a small emergency fund, and no longer feel like you're on the edge. It's steady, but fragile. One unexpected setback could knock you back down. Rung 3, growth. Now you're consistently investing, whether in index funds, property, or a business. Your money has started working alongside you, not just for you. Rung 4, freedom. The income from your assets covers your living expenses. Work becomes optional. Your time belongs to you, and you can choose projects for meaning instead of necessity. Rung 5, legacy. You've built something that lasts beyond your lifetime. Your wealth continues to provide for your family, fund causes you care about, and shape a future you'll never personally see. Debt, on the other hand, is the basement, a cold, heavy place that keeps you from even reaching the ladder. Wealth is the rooftop, open air, sunlight, and perspective. Your mission is simple: keep climbing. Don't pause too long on a comfortable floor, because comfort can quietly turn into complacency. The view gets better the higher you go. 9. The book that will change how you see money. If you want to see exactly how ordinary people turn crushing debt into thriving wealth, read Your Money or Your Life by Vicki. This book isn't just about budgets, it's about transforming your relationship with money. It forces you to ask, am I trading my life for the things I buy? And once you see the real cost of your spending and hours of your life, you'll never waste money the same way again. You'll find a link in the description if you'd like to check it out. 10. The final step: designing your wealth identity. Here's the part no one talks about. If you still see yourself as a person who struggles with money, you'll keep finding ways to stay broke. Wealth is not just numbers, it's an identity. You need to see yourself as someone who makes money, grows it, and protects it. Every decision, every habit, every relationship gets filtered through that identity. Debt may have been your teacher, but wealth will be your new normal. If you've made it this far, you're already proving you're not like most people. You're looking for more than quick fixes. You want transformation. So here's your next move. Subscribe to this channel so you never miss the strategies that could change your life. Like this video if you found even one insight that hit you hard. Share it with someone who's still stuck in the debt trap. They need to hear this. The path from debt to wealth isn't seen by everyone, but you've seen it now. The only question left is, will you walk it?